All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Rough Notes. I am your host today, Flores, or you can call me E, and I'm joined with two other co-hosts today. We got Marcus,
Hey guys, it's your boy Marcus at Plenty Marcus at Instagram.
and then we got Mitch.
Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Mitch.
And today we're doing a slightly different episode. I guess they've all been kind of different. So today we just got a normal episode.
And that is not like the others.
We are doing the Blue episode. And what that means is we chose two songs to share with each other on anything that reminds us of the color blue. Doesn't have to have the name blue in the name or the album cover has to be blue, nothing like that. It's just whatever brings us that blue vibe. To me, I'll start with my first song. There was a very obvious Georgia Smith song called Blue
Mm-hmm.
Lights that I wanted to use, but it felt too obvious. Like that is a very apparent blue. And so I wanted to bring it to a different blue. And so I chose this song. I chose Teenage Fantasy by Georgia Smith. I think the kind of blue is a bit more of like I don't know exactly what kind of shade I'm thinking of, but
I know shade.
it's a very desaturated but dark blue. Almost like metallic-y blue, you know?
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, yeah. Any opinions? What kind of blue were you guys thinking of when you guys heard this song?
So I have a lot of thoughts on the songs and the color of the song. One, I love the fact that this is a continuation of Blue Lights, or at least it lives in the exact same key and like musical universe as that song and like sound of that song. Like it sounds like it's just a continuous freaking story. Although have not heard that album all the way through, so it could be, and it could be done purposely, which would be really cool. But in terms of the actual like feel that I get from that song, I'm getting like aquamarine kind of blue. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I'm swimming in an ocean of kind of like sadness or regret to some degree because there's so much conflict in this like ocean of blues that she's singing about, like dreaming of love, like an idealization of love, and then the reality of it, and an internal conflict that like kind of rocks her back and forth between what she wants and then getting what she wants and it not turning out to be what she wants and it feeling futile.
I feel the same way. I think the color might be a little different. Mitch, what do you think?
To me, it sounds like a rainy day. I also feel like
Those are all Georgia Smith songs in his head.
I don't know if I've listened to any of her other songs, but I also feel like when I was going through songs to like find stuff for this week, I was like, I guess more so thinking about like a moment or like a setting or a place maybe that would like invoke a lot of blue. And so to me, this is, or like the quintessential like protagonist sadly looks out the window, it's raining outside, like that kind of shot. Like
Oh, it's like the new moon 360 shot that they do of Bella as the seasons pass
yeah,
to indicate how depressed she's been with the time lapse.
Yeah. So I guess like the exact color blue that this invokes for me is sort of like that kind of like gray blue of like a storm cloud, kind of like that kind of vibe. This sounds like a more elevated version of 2000 R&B, or like the kind of pop R&B stuff we got in the 2000s. But yeah.
No, this is just a normal British pop music. This is what British pop music sounds like. Our girl Jorja, baddest bee in England, vocally. Yeah, so I mean, this is actually happy music if we're being honest.
This is happy to British
For England, bro, we made Black Mirror, like the original first 3 seasons, which were like depressing. This the happy stuff.
Yeah.
Love is mentioned here. This is happy, bro.
I hear from everyone that they made The Office, but like the very boring version
The
of it.
English is it's not terrible. It's just not as critically acclaimed. Like it's solid. It's not. It wouldn't have been like the phenomenon it is now.
Yeah, their biggest show was about an office, so
This
is definitely the happier side.
Our biggest show is about a Black Mirror, bitch.
Yeah, I guess, Eduardo, anything else like you wanted to say?
Not from this one. Who wants to go next? I feel like this was my intro song. I agree with Mitch's idea of it being kind of like that stormy cloud. I was looking for that metallic blue, I think you said a little bit better, like that grayish blue. Yeah. All right, I guess we're both in agreement, and Marcus needs to listen to more music. All right. Speaking of Marcus, what was one of your songs?
Well, I'll start off with I'm gonna be honest. I chose Ellie Cairo's Water Watch. A shameless plug for the group. I don't know. When I hear the song, it's a song to me about like being stuck in a situation and trying to, ascend from like wherever that current situation is. When it pertains to my friend in this case, he's talking about, basically being stuck on a kind of like factory floor setting and having to work and being like, bruh, fuck, this is like debilitating. So like after he got laid off from that job, like putting his life back together. And I feel like the way that the sounds are set up, it does evoke a lot of wavy imagery, just how everything is, reverbed out and very splashed and like, it feels like you're at a beach and you're trying to find like peace and calmness. So like if I had to, give this a color, I'd give this like the hexadecimal # FGHQ, for like my blue, for like the blue for this one. And for the English, that would just be like, that'd be like that clearish, water you might see when you're looking at like the Jamaicas or something like that, or Barbados, whatever clear water ocean you want to talk about. That's what I'm feeling on that song.
I wrote down that this reminds me of like Rod Wave.
Broadway. Oh, that's interesting. Because I wouldn't call him anywhere near like the singer Rod Wave is.
Well, I feel like the production of it, like the way the track is like produced, especially with like all of the like reverb and stuff on his vocals.
I got a little Uzi vibes.
Oh, okay. I mean, I see that more.
All right. Well,
have you listened to a Uzi song?
No.
Just Wanna Rock?
Maybe.
I don't know what. Maria. Starting on the Maria. One time, but my vibe. You haven't heard that song?
I have no idea. I'd have to listen to the actual.
Maria.
Was that an actual like color?
Yeah, that's the rendition. It's like almost in terms, at least rhythmically. Or what do you mean?
The color that you were like hexadecimal.
Oh yeah, no. I just made some shit up.
No, there's no Q in hexadecimal.
Yeah. There's no Q.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I didn't get as big blue vibes from this one.
Well, what was your color vibes, or like environment, or blue conceptual vibe?
I feel like I just did not get like a strong pull.
Imagery. All right, that's fair enough. Any feedback is appreciated.
Maybe it was because it was also called like Water Watch, and I was like, Marcus did such like a cop out song because it has the word water in it.
Oh, you're like, this is because the song has water. I can't like. It's too on the nose.
Okay, wait. What did you say? The color did you say?
Oh, I said like imagine a like Barbados or like just like any like clear water like ocean kind of deal.
Okay, I know I can see the ocean vibe.
Yeah.
But I feel like my vibe is more like floating in the middle of the ocean and not necessarily
like kind of lost?
Yeah.
You feel more lost, okay.
Anyways.
What about you, Biggie?
I got electric blue vibes. You ever see the background of New Super Mario, or the old Mario games that was like really blue? I think.
Oh yeah.
Like that, like not neon blue, but that kind of blue. Let me see. Let me look that up real quick, cause I got that like electric blue vibe. Yeah. I just looked it up right now. That's the blue I'm thinking of. Maybe even more saturated. But that's the blue I'm thinking of on the lighter side, but like very, very blue. Got that like video game blue vibe.
If I had to describe him as a character, that would be him, video game blue,
We got that one. We both got a song. Now let's go on to Mitch. What song did you prepare for us?
Yeah, so the first one that I sent was Dress to Suppress by Metric. I don't know. I haven't listened to this song in a while. And then I refound it again. And I was like, it's actually pretty good. It kind of has different sections. So I feel like there's a section that almost sounds it was like playing 3 rooms away from where you're listening. So like everything, not that like everything sounds like really low or really soft, but everything just sounds as if it's coming from like far away. And then it has like another section where it sounds like more of like a typical, I guess, like rock band kind of song where everything is like more in your face. And then we kind of drift back out to that more like ethereal sound. And to me, I feel like when I listen to this, Eduardo was talking about that electric blue in the last song, and to me, this sounds like a lightning strike, but without the thunder, or like the blue of like a lightning strike. That like kind of
That's interesting. That's an interesting take.
But like specifically during the kind of ethereal, like far away sound.
Yeah. So, Mitch, I'm gonna say, I had a lot of thoughts about this song, but I'm gonna cut straight to it. You win this week. Good job. You hit all the notes, fam. Everything. Like, I was like, yo, first off, we start with this ethereal kind of like, I feel like, the SpongeBob meme where he puts the headphones on, he's like transcending, floating to heaven. That's what I was feeling during that second. I was like, oh man, I feel like I'm being lifted and just staying here. And then when that shit dropped, I was like, oh man, this took me straight back to Scott Pilgrim. And I was like, wait a minute. I was like, Scott Pilgrim, Brie Larson, what was the song she sang? Metric by Black Sheep. It's the same band. It's the same band. And I really love this song. I love the sample part in the beginning, sample alert, of course. I love the the rhythm of how she does the hook. I love the play on the, classic, dress for success, dress to suppress, like that, the fucking, sorry about all of the cursing, but I love the, I don't know, I just love the song. I love the rhythm of how she approaches the hook on this song. This is definitely an instant ad at a band I've been sleeping on in terms of the vibe. I agree with you. I feel like you start off in this what feels like you're in an isolation tank, with nothing, like just darkness, and you're just hearing the voices in your head that seem otherworldly because, all input has been taken from you. And then all of a sudden you're like rocked into this different world and like shit's way hyper and you're being like, you're being told that you're being dressed as present and stuff like that. So I don't know. Yeah, I feel like it starts with that kind of like I don't know, like a holy, like a stained glass church window kind of blue. And then that gets shattered. So I don't know how I guess we went from, praying in church to the Crusades. It's kind of my vibe change. So I don't know how you describe that blue, but, I like the song a lot, so great song. I need to check out more Metric stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was, I was kind of there, kind of got the gist of what Marcus was saying. This was also like one of the songs of the week for me. In terms of the color, I am in agreement with Mitch. This is a very, I thought about it as like a neon blue, which is like way more lighter and brighter than the electric blue that I was thinking of. Only because it reminds me of like, I wasn't really paying attention to the lyrics, let me say that first. But it reminded me of like, you're down on your luck, and so you turn to the nightlife kind of thing. It felt like you're out in the
streets.
In the streets, yeah. You're out in the streets. You're hearing some club kind of vibe. You go into those sketchy bars. They got those big neon blue signs that say open, but like one of the letters isn't working.
Ooh, one of the letters is never working.
And so that's where you went to suppress. That's the vibe that I got from the Metric song.
Well, I am happy to hear that I have risen to the ranks of providing good music this week.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I feel like when I picked this also, I saw how long the song was, and I was like, Marcus isn't going to like it. Because it's like almost...
I mean, if it's good.
It was like a minute and a half of like one note.
Yeah, but like the note was hidden.
It was.
It's like when Kanye does the intro for Runaway with the mask on, and he just does ding! For like 2 minutes, and everybody loses their mind because they know what's coming, and it just keeps building.
Nah, this is like the Igor synth.
You know what I'm talking about? At the beginning?
Yeah.
Are you talking about running around town? They gonna feel this.
Yeah,
like that
one.
Yeah, okay.
I have no idea what you guys are talking
Igor's intro off of Tyler, the Creator's Grammy-winning album, Mitch.
Okay. I'll go listen
to Igor, yeah. Check it out. It's chill. It's chill. It's not your stereotypical rippity rap.
Okay. Is it a boom bap beat?
Nope.
That one, no. It's way more like experimental, but like he's bringing in tons of different sounds. So it's hard to describe that Tyler album, but like I feel like you'd like it. I feel like
Okay.
you'd vibe with it.
I'll check it out. All right, and now I think we're going back to Eduardo.
Yep. All right. This one's a little more obvious why I chose it. I
Oh
don't know
yes,
the origins of why the title has blue in it. I never looked it up, but
probably football.
oh, it's
That sounds like a
football.
football play. I mean, like I don't know. I know Jid used to play football.
Hmm.
But if I had, like, I don't know anything called Kody Blu 31, but like it has the cadence and like sound structure of a football. Like, Blue 32, hype, Omaha, kind of
Oh,
like
okay.
the cadence of like the title. Could be that. It could also just be something totally different. So
Yeah. So the song I chose is Kody Blu 31, hype, on Jid's Forever Story. This one is a very, very deep blue. This one reminds me of raining in the ocean kind of thing. Like the thunderstorm, captain's out there, whole crew's dead, alone on the ship. Except for one person, because he has to stay strong for that person, That's the vibe that it gave me. When I listen to the song, it brings me back a long time ago to about 4 months ago when I was in the middle of my program and I was like,
struggle.
yeah, I was like, damn, I'm out of here. I can't do
I
this.
can't do it.
Can't do it. But then Jude came in, the captain of my ship, and he said to
I feel you.
keep on swinging, And I did, and now I'm here. Now look at all of us.
Started in the ocean. Now you
Unemployed, still looking for jobs.
got these rough notes though.
Anyway, what do you guys think?
Hearing that song again, it's just like, oh man, like I hadn't heard it in a minute, and then it hit once again. It was the first song I heard off the Forever Story, and like I remember before I had even heard Jid say anything, it was like, it's beautiful.
Yeah, me
It's
too, me too.
beautiful. It's the album of the year, bro. And then it came on, and I was like, oh, okay, Jesus. But yeah, no, I agree with you in terms of like the impact the song has, both definitely emotionally. I would disagree slightly on the color. Like this song feels like the clouds parting right after like a hurricane has happened and you have survived, and there's like tons of debris around you and stuff, and you're reaching your hand for the rubble, but you see hope and light peeking through the end of like the clear blue, like I finally made it out the storm kind of blue, right? Because that's what that song is to me. It's like I've been going through depression, but or just the hardest of times. And, I was able to persist. And this song is like, it's that very, gospel inspired, breathing hope and life into a soul kind of, blue, if that could be, transposed into a color, I suppose. But yeah, it was great to hear it again. Interested to hear what Mitch's thoughts on the song are.
I can see everything Marcus just said about this song being hopeful, but I also wrote down it sounds like a song they would play in the background for like a villain in a movie.
What?
In a
What
villain for the villain.
Which villain? Which villain? I want to know which villain. Which villain are you talking about? Who's this
I don't
villain that's
know.
getting
Those
this
are
flag
just
on
vibes that I
song? I'm like, I just want to know the villain because I'm like, who
Okay,
would get
wait, hold
this?
up.
Like Killmonger, maybe? Like, I don't know.
What part of the villain's journey are we in?
The
When the
villain's
villain
journey.
lost, or when the villain just turned into a villain? Like what time?
This is like the introduction. Not like okay, I'm thinking of like superhero movie or whatever, right? Where it's like sometimes you there's like Batman and then there's like the Green Goblin, but like we don't know exactly who the Green Goblin is yet. And so like maybe you see the Green Goblin or I just totally messed that up because the Green Goblin is for Spider-Man and now I'm gonna look stupid, but I know I know things
I mean, just
about
edit it out.
I know
Just edit it
things
out and go again.
yeah. I know things about superheroes and villains. Anyways, We're watching everything from Spider-Man's perspective, and then we like cut to the Green Goblin doing something bad, and then maybe he's like walking away from the scene of the crime, and he's like unmasking, and then you're like, it was his
And
best
you're hearing
friend the
swing
whole
on,
time.
swing on.
Yeah.
You're hearing that as he's walking away.
Yeah.
I guess as Spider-Man that would work. Only because it's Spider-Man. Oh, I guess that could work, right? Like if you had Spider-Man 3, that scene when like he accidentally like gives Harry like the concussion or the bomb to his face, and you know that was like one of his best friends, so he has to kind of like deal with the pain that he kind of has to hurt his best friend because he's trying to kill him. He thinks his father killed him, so he has to live with that pain. I could see that working. I don't know how you do it straight up, just like the villain in his element, though. Like, I feel like it has to be somebody dealing with a pain of some sort, which I guess if we care about the villain like that, it could work, but you need a very sympathetic villain.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you write the villain that way, right? You know, if you give him some like reason for
like low key, I want the villain to win, though.
So this song humanizes the villain.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
And maybe that's why I also can see like what Marcus was saying about it being hopeful. I feel like this song? Oh, wait. Oh, I'm looking at my notes for Marcus's second song. Just kidding.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I was like, I was so confused, bro. I was so confused.
I was like, also what confused.
Villain? I was like, what villain, dog? What villain song is this hopeful?
Yeah, no, okay. I agree with what Marcus said then about the clouds parting. I feel like something I also found interesting here, which I guess I'm not the most well versed in Jid, but I feel like a lot of the stuff that I've heard from him, his like vocals and rapping is like very staccato, but this song it was like very legato. And I was like, huh.
I mean, I feel like he can do both, but I would agree with that. I think when he goes to singing, he does calm down with trying to do like crazy flow things that he normally tries to do. You know, he tries to stay more legato and deliver the message pretty quick. Like, I feel like Working Out's a great example of that, or like All Bad or Hereditary or any of the other songs where he's like singing. I don't think he tries to get as fancy or as hard with it as he would normally.
Yeah. But I feel like of Eduardo's two songs, I think I liked this one a little bit more.
No, this one's a classic.
I mean, I feel like I like them both. I mean, obviously this one's the bro, you know, the storms, the storm is over now, you know, the clouds have parted, you know.
Yeah.
You know, we made it. It's literally like getting to the top of the mountain, you know.
See this about being being rescued from like a bad
that as well.
Yeah.
That works. It's like if Jack had survived the Titanic.
It's almost like you said, you climbed the mountain only to know now you got to go down. You know, it's like the job's not done. I kind of see that. But you're done with the hardest.
Play this during like the closing scene of like a show,
of a villain movie,
like a season finale of a show. I can see them like playing this at the end to like set stuff up for the next season. Like some stuff is resolved, but then you're like, ooh, shit, some other bad stuff like might have happened.
Yeah, that would be really cool. Like a one shot drone shot, but like they're panning over like different aspects of like the characters that they've built up, and some of the stuff is getting resolved, but other parts are not, and then other parts are being set up. You're kind of like zooming in and out, and you're seeing that shit, and you're like, wow. And then just saying, swing on, swing on. You know, you're just hearing that in the back. You're like, oh man, I'm crying. It was beautiful, you know?
You guys remember the end of the pain arc from Naruto?
I didn't get that far. Mitch, are you done yet? Are you done watching Naruto?
No.
Are you done?
No, my friend and I have
You're
not
done?
in
oh my god,
like,
bro.
several months. Like low-key.
I was like,
wait, so where did you guys end up?
Behind.
I never got to the pain arc. I forget where I got to, but it was just like, bro, there's too many filler episodes here.
I believe we did watch all of that. I guess spoiler alert for anyone who
hasn't somehow watched it yet.
Yeah, if you want to watch it and you haven't watched it,
but it's also watching our show currently.
Skip ahead a little bit. Yeah, because he destroys the entire village, right? They have to rebuild everything from scratch. Yeah.
That's where this song goes right there. Now that you guys been talking, that's where this song goes.
Okay.
Marcus, how have you not watched the end of? Oh, you gotta watch the Pain arc. You can watch like the
Nah,
abridged
bruh.
version, just the fight scenes in that arc
You can't do it.
towards the
Also,
very
right
end
now,
are so good.
also I can't. Also, I legitimately can't do it right now because I really don't. Well, my computer broke, so now I don't know. Now shit's getting wonky, but like I legit don't have time. It's like I'm studying to get like cloud certified by AWS. I've got like a ton of stuff I have to do, so I literally don't have time to really watch shows or anything right now.
Oh my. You got time to podcast.
I mean, it's a commitment I made, and also it's 30 minutes to an hour once every week at max, but sometimes once every 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's not
Anyways.
terrible.
All right. Any final thoughts on the Kody Blu?
Blue 42 hot.
All right, well then, Marcus, what was your second song that you brought?
Well, my second song was by our girl, Yebba, featuring, our boy, ASAP Rocky. Goddamn, I'm blanking on the song name, I'm not gonna lie. But like,
Far
okay,
Away.
our song was called Far Away by Yebba and ASAP Rocky. And it's funny, like, because I remember Mitch was like, how do you know about Yebba? Like, I'm surprised you picked this song. Actually, I'd like to hear how you guys think I know about the song. That'd be interesting. I want to hear how you guys think I found or heard of the song.
Oh, wait. Well, I didn't say that. I was just like, I was curious to hear about
The colors.
the colors. And then I was also saying like the end, or just like I feel like I went on a journey through this song. First of all, this is like, well, I guess I'm not going to answer Marcus's question.
Oh, just answer my question. Answer the question. I just want that question. Don't go on a journey because it's just a song and everything. Just answer where you think I might have heard it or how I heard it.
I don't know.
Well, I think it's light blue.
Oh, no.
I don't know.
Okay,
I
whatever.
think because it's featuring ASAP, you probably got it like on your recommended or something. Like you listened to one of her songs and then
I can see
this
that.
popped up.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I thought y'all would say. That's what I was like, because it's ASAP Rocky, right? But like, this is the one song where I was like, ASAP was definitely not needed here. I could have just done without him. Like, Yebba was doing like mad work. Just putting in work. I did not need ASAP at all to be on this song because, even though he's talking about like, oh, shrooms and stuff. Yeah, could have done without him. I actually heard it at a cafe I was studying at and immediately was like, who the hell is this? Because her voice is crazy. Like, this is like, this feels ethereal. I was thinking of my blue songs while I was working on stuff. And I hear that and I'm like, this is the tranquility I need to find the inner peace. This is like the intro to like a James Bond movie that I need to like zoom in right now to get this, AWS section cloud work done. And that's how I discovered, Yebba at a hipster cafe. But like, it turns out every rapper messes with her because like Smino's done a song with her, Drake's done a song with her, ASAP Rocky's done a song with her. So I guess we just all fuck with her voice very highly. It's funny because she's been on some very big projects, but I have missed all of those other ones. It's like she's been lurking in the background, but not really. Just in the background of my life. But in terms of, the blue, I don't know. It feels like, it feels like when you're looking into a puddle of water in the movie, and you're reminiscing about like who you were in the past and taking on a chance to try and become someone different. If I had to describe the color of the song.
I can see that. Yeah, so I guess I'll go back to saying what I was going to say before I realized it. Say stuff.
All right, cut everything Marcus did out.
No. Yeah, so this was the song that I thought sounded like a villain song that they would play in a movie. I wrote down the like breakdown with ASAP Rocky kind of reminds me of like two separate artists. I don't know. Do you guys know Duckworth at all?
Yeah, I know Duckworth, of course.
So like I guess like
Kendrick Lamar.
What?
Duckworth is his middle name. Duckworth is his middle name. Whatever. Okay, yeah, go on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like some of the like processing on like ASAP's vocals reminds me of that. Especially they have like a lot of his like quote unquote normal voice, and then like also him
Mhm.
pitched down, which reminds me of Duckworth. And then there's one part that literally sounds like the same rhythm as like as part of an Outkast song, and I'm pretty sure it's Miss Jackson.
Oh, which part? Is it the Yabba Dabba Doo? I'm with Yebba in the group.
No,
Sipping gin and juice.
I
I
would have
forget how
to
the rhythm
find it, but
goes.
I also don't know the lyrics. It's like partway into his verse that reminds me of the same rhythm. But yeah, I'm getting. I can see like the puddle thing from Marcus. I can also see like this scene in a movie where like somebody is looking into a puddle, but like maybe hallucinating because they're like really anxious about something.
Because they're taking shrooms, like ASAP Rocky said.
I guess so. So they like look down in the puddle or whatever, and then like something appears next to their reflection, but it's like not actually there.
Damn.
Yeah. I'll let Eduardo go and I'll try and find the part in this song.
All right. For me, this song reminded me, except for the ASAP part, but this song reminded me of someone who died. Like this is what they play as they're on the ground. You know, I was thinking
You
of
mean
an
when they're
anime
lowering
fight.
them into the ground? You mean like an anime fake? Oh,
Yeah.
you mean the doo 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 doo, like that kind of vibe. Like instead
Uh,
of like the sorrow and sadness, or like
yeah. So this is what I was thinking when I played this, which is why I said. So for me, this song had the lightest of blues.
Mhm.
As you're kind of looking at the sun, and then you know how I don't think anyone's done this, but you know when you start looking at the sun and then you just start losing vision.
Yes, I've done that before.
Okay, so it's like that, like the sky slowly fading away, and you get that lightest of blue. Um, and it's like the villain finally got humanized, but it's too late because he's already fighting the hero, and the hero kills him, and then this is where like he's just staring out in the sky and like saying like, "Damn, why'd I pick a fight with this guy? I could have turned good if I fought anyone
Oh,
else."
you mean like One Punch Man kind of deal?
Yeah. And he's just kind of looking at the sky while he's slowly dying, and then this song starts playing, and then they skip the ASAP Rocky part. Because I've been saying for such a long time, anything that's too poppy, unless the rapper goes along with like that same vibe, that random rapper verse has been like a
I'm one of the
killer
greatest, ain't no
to
debating
everything.
on me. I'm still levitating. I'm heavily medicated out. You
Yeah.
telling me the baby wasn't needed on levitating, bro? He was a
Oh my
welcome addition
god.
on levitating, bro.
I will say I think this is like less of like a mainstream pop vibe overall and more of an
Bird.
indie kind of vibe.
It's funny because with pop songs, ASAP Rocky has had Joe Fox, although he's not like a huge pop singer, but like he can work with singers well, I guess, when it's his song. But it's weird. I've noticed this with just Yebba and rappers in general. Like, I feel like whenever, like, Yebba is just such a powerful presence and like sets the tone so hard. Like, even like rappers that I would like on my own, I'm just like, you kind of didn't need to be here. Like, you're good. We're chilling. Like, this is Yebba's song. Like, just let her do her thing. Like, I know she likes rap, so like, she's obviously bringing them in, but like, that's how I feel like about a lot of the people she brings in. And they're all rappers I like. Off Yebba projects.
I think I'm just over that part. I don't want rappers to be on pop songs anymore.
No.
They kill the vibe. They kill the vibe that gets created. I feel like it's hard for them, for a lot of rappers to be able to blend that nicely. Like there's only a few, and I don't listen to that much pop, so maybe that's why. But it's there's only like a few times where I've heard maybe like a pop song.
Bad Blood, baby.
I haven't listened to Bad Blood. Like that, like there's a few times, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And this was not one of them.
Yeah, it was not.
But that's not the point. The point is that this is light blue. Mitch found
Also,
the lyrics.
yes, it is like in the Yabba Dabba Doo section, but like
Oh, is it the
after
problem with the answers? With the answers, is that part where he starts to kind of like freaking spitting gibberish?
yeah, or like that's
Don't want
around the
answers,
like
but
same rhythm.
the
That reminds me of Miss Jackson by Outkast.
heating, beating, ruining till, oh goddamn, we'd be doing the same thing. Like that part where Big Boy kind of does that like slung together thing. Is that what you're referencing?
Yeah.
On
Yeah, where
okay,
it's like it would be
yeah.
like hard to keep up with what he was
Yeah, yeah,
doing
yeah,
if you were
yeah. I
like
know
listening to the song
like
for the first time.
very
Yeah.
strung together, jumpy around, weird. Yeah, no, I got you.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, the little rant section. They're ranting and trying to do it rhythmically.
Isn't that what rap is though?
Nah. It's like more spoken. It's like more spoken poetry part of it. The breakdown, you know.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I think just Yebba is just too. Maybe she gets the baby. The baby might be able to hang. But even he says he's a pop star, not a rapper, or now he's a rock star.
Now he's struggling.
That's true. Oh wait, no, there was actually a dude on TikTok who blew him back up. So it's better than anything on Baby 2, though. I'll say that was a terrible album.
Which is Baby on Baby 2?
That's the one that came out after the whole, like it was during the whole like Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion. It came out like last summer, and nobody listened to it because he had said prior, like a month and a half ago, he talked about the whole like he got up on stage and said very derogatory things about gay people, and everybody was just like, "Oh, we're not fucking with him anymore." And then he tried to drop Baby on Baby 2 like 2 months later, and it honestly sounded like he'd been working with like kids on Discord to make his beats and record everything. It sounded terrible. Like I have no way to put it. It sounded like the label just like banned him from every studio in the country, so he had to literally go to someone's garage, and even like the garage people were like, "This is my first project," or like my first couple projects.
Oh my God.
Like that's no, it's like this is like a massive drop in quality. Like I didn't know it was possible for it to drop this much if you were that famous, but it did apparently. So.
Damn.
Nobody listened to that album.
Anyways, my second song that I picked was Black Coffee Morning by Bluebiird. And this there was like a point where I was like making playlists for a couple of my friends, and this actually ended up being a song that I like put on a playlist for my friend because I was like, she would vibe with this. But I also actually like this song for just me too. This reminds me of, have you guys ever heard of like the blue hour, like outside? It's like there's like the golden hour, right? Which is like when everyone is
Jake told me about that one.
Pictures, yeah. And then there's also like the blue hour, which is when everything is kind of just like in a wash of blue.
What hour is it?
I have no idea. I would have to like Google that.
It's the hour after golden hour.
It is the hour after.
Oh, it's the hour after the golden hour?
Yeah, but this reminds me of like dawn or like dusk. And
why
like
not both?
kind of like blues associated.
What? ¿Por qué no los dos?
Yeah, I guess both. But nothing in between.
Got it.
Anyone have any thoughts?
Go ahead.
You can
Marcus.
go first.
Mine is gonna be a little harsh.
Oh no.
I mean, mine was gonna be harsh too. So
Okay.
you should probably get her acclimated to the waters first. You know,
I have like
let her get in the shallow
and the
end
worst
first.
song of the week.
Yeah,
That's what I was gonna say.
I have to say, yeah. It's like first song I was like, let's go, bitch. Let's go. I hope it continues. Second time I'm like, it's alright, I guess. It's chill.
I feel like we talked about like wanting songs that didn't sound like they were like Control C, Control V. So I was like trying to.
I mean, you don't have to. Yeah, for sure.
Different sonically.
My opinion, real quick. It's Hyperlink Blue.
Oh shit! Hyperlink Blue. So you mean it's purple after it's been used once?
No. It's Hyperlink Blue right before you click it.
Which I never will. So I guess it's always blue.
And the reason why is because this felt like an internet song. I don't know if that makes sense. This takes me back to
Is it because of the lyrics? I feel like the lyrics do that hard.
I didn't really pay attention to the lyrics. I haven't really been paying attention to many lyrics recently. But in this case, you guys remember back in the day with YouTube when they used to make like, hello guys, this is my story, and they would play like some ukulele maybe and be like, was diagnosed with, I don't know, something, and this is my story, and then they would like, not like vlogs, but it was like a almost like stop motion kind of montage, but then that got co-opted by the influencers, and then the influencers all had something. They'd be like, hey guys, this is my story about a YouTube millionaire who's facing writer's block right now. I'm at the coffee shop and I can't think of good video ideas. Stuff like that.
I cannot believe you guys. I think this is a really solid song.
I unfortunately have to agree with Eduardo on this one, especially once you start talking about the lyrics and, being stuck up on a coffee shop on the east side is like, okay.
Listening to Yebba.
Yeah, but nah, I would rather have been listening to Yebba, bro. Yebba don't miss with that, but like, he's broken. But yeah, nah, like, yeah, I mean, it was the blue of I don't know what's like room temperature water. It was like that kind of blue. It was like,
Very
a
clear.
nice little
Yeah.
a nice little blue to like wash down the coffee that I'm drinking at this coffee shop. This is like the song I hear at a coffee shop that's trying to encourage me to buy more stuff at their coffee shop, and then I just put on my headphones and listen to Shell by Kenny Mason for like the 5,000th time at this point. Because it's my, neurodivergent song, so so I use it to focus. It was all right. I'm not gonna be like, oh, it was terrible, but it was like okay.
I do now wonder. I had like other songs that I was thinking about, like when we first picked this episode, and then I didn't submit like either of them, and now I wonder.
I mean, hey, it doesn't really. It's all about experiencing.
I'm 1 for 2. I'm 1 for 2 this week. So
That's 50%. You'd be a very good basketball player. You'd be one of the best baseball players ever if you had that kind of percentage. So don't forget that.
damn. The more you know.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't think it was like a bad song. I think it just took me to that place in YouTube where I just don't want to be a part of,
That plays with you too.
I feel like there are worse places.
Yeah,
YouTube
definitely
to
worse
stumble
places.
upon,
If you
but,
put
yeah.
the Baby on Baby 2 song, that's why I would have been like, bro, you put a bad song here. It's just, I think, takes me back to like that part of YouTube where I'm like, oh, I don't want to be here.
Well,
No, I mean, I gotta agree. Gotta agree.
damn.
Any last thoughts on any of these songs? Ooh, I think we agreed that Mitch's song by Metric was like the best Blue, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know if it's because it just reminds me of like on a subconscious level. Like I've already liked that. Like I love that Brie Larson cover of the Metric Black Sheep song.
Yeah.
I think it's unfortunately better than the original version of the song by the band. I was like, dang. But no, they killed it here, and I don't see Brie Larson in sight, so I would call it the song of the summer, not just a song of the week, unless there is some magical cover by somebody who kills it again.
Unless the Baby Hop
The
song.
Baby,
Oh my
yo,
God.
he would fit perfectly over that. Yo, I gotta take that sample. We gonna make a beat out of it. We gotta say it to the Baby. We need some ass shaking music over that ethereal sound, right, Eduardo?
Oh my God.
We need something that the girls can twerk to. In the name of the Lord.
In the name of the Lord, yeah.
Amen. All right. That was the episode today. Tune in next time. Oh, that next episode is gonna be crazy. I don't want to say what it is, but then next episode we may have reached our first peak in the podcast. Next episode's is a banger. So tune in. Here's a hint.
Mitch doesn't know who made Good Kid, Bad City.
And with that, thank you so much. Anyone got something to plug in?
Yeah, I mean, I'm Marcus Plenty. You can find me at Plenty Marcus on Instagram, TikTok, or at Shuriken's Crew on Spotify, YouTube, or TikTok. We do music stuff. Mostly hip hop.
Mitch?
I'll throw my Instagram in
Let's
the description.
go.
I'll throw it in the description. You gotta work a little bit to get mine if you want it. Also, I'm mildly offended that Eduardo is implying that the Fall Out Boy episode was not the first podcast peak.
Oh,
That is
I
kind
mean,
of true.
I thought the next episode was just about like song peaks, so I thought you were like doing a slight like, oh, you know, it's a sub. If you know, like
Hmm.
kind of deal.
Okay. That's definitely what I
Yeah,
meant.
that's what I thought he meant.
And for me, today I'm turning in my final homework assignment that I had overdue. So after this,
You're
after
free.
today, I got my master's. I'm free, so that's why I know next week's gonna
So
be
you
a
mean
banger.
you now own your masters? But dang.
Yeah.
Let's go, baby.
So catch us there next week. We'll see you there.
Bird
Bird up.
up.
Bird up. Oh wait, we haven't stopped.